Space. It's really big. These are the adventures of the Starship Ecuador. Its ongoing mission to monitor and maintain peacekeeping policies of all planetary members of the Federation. To provide excellent service. I thought we got rid of that. I thought we got rid of the UPS shit.
This was your edit.
Samson? Samson! Get the fuck in here. Yeah. What the fuck is this? I thought we got rid of the UPS line. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I thought we got rid of it. No, that was a mistake. I gave you the right. I don't want to hear your fucking excuses, Samson. Take it back. Give me a new one. I'll be in the cafe next door. And they better have my prune juice. I swear to God, they better have my fucking prune juice this time. Let me tell you something about it, okay? I am not going to run. Fuck this shit. The cafe is the other way.
You guys walk into the central palace. Lobby seems to be the better word for sort of like the general aesthetic of this place. A lobby the size of a palace. As you all walk in, it's very like, Jason, why are you staring
wow, that was nuts. That was so scary. I was like,
It's one of the things I learned.
I thought it was frozen.
So you guys are walking through the halls of this like hotel palace. You know, there's all this different like very like tasteful but inoffensive artwork. You know, all, like different little like water stations here and there, and like plush couches if you just want to take a rest. You know, all these different like pathways. But Hamasaur's kind of like leading you like toward the center of this palace, and he turns to you all and goes, "I am leading you all to our director, Visharasa. But is there anything I can get you before we meet with her?"
You know, now that you mention it, Hamisaur, thank you for your offer. I am famished, and I have actually forgot to have breakfast. It happens when you're a very successful starship captain like myself. Do you perhaps have some sort of breakfast cereal that I could just bowl around with me while I...
Say no more. A piece of wall like opens up like a secret door, and a Theleman comes out right next to you and holds you up a bowl with like a honey bunches of oats cereal with like milk and like a strawberry on it. And then they just kind of like hand you that, bow, and then go back into like the secret door, and they're just kind of like looking at you, smiling as the secret wall just closes.
Hamisaur, I'm impressed. This is amazing. I can't believe the expediency with which your hospitality is. Wait, the ultimate test. Wait.
Remember, bite and smile.
The strawberries are fresh. This does not taste replicated at all.
Yes, we grow them on our terrace. They are all organically grown.
Welcome to the next level of comedy.
I have no idea what organically grown means.
That was JoJo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Hamasaur turns around and leads you on, and eventually brings you through a wide set of like traditional double doors, like not ones that like slide out, but ones that like actually open out. It's like, ooh, retro. As you guys enter into this like large room with like pillars and like a main corridor leading down to this like central area. It's like a palace mixed with like a real estate agency, because like instead of a throne in the center, there's like a desk with like a large chair and like a like a computer and some papers. But as you guys are walking down this like pillared corridor, you also see on the walls there are these monitors playing a montage of the different services that are offered at Thelema, with like just like inoffensive, royalty free, like music playing like la da 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 da. You see people like playing badminton. It fades to like people lounging by a beach of black sand. It fades to like people like dancing in a nightclub, and the camera catches an Endorian and a human like looking at each other and giving them the eye. And then, it kind of like fades through all these different like luxury images as Hamasaur leads you to Visharasa, the woman that you talked to earlier on the ship. Visharasa rises from behind her desk wearing the same sort of like white, like toga-like outfit, but with all these different colorful patterns on it, as she comes around and turns to you all and goes, visitors. Welcome to Thelema. I hope that Hamasaur has led you well and was hospitable enough. She turns and sees the captain just like eating like cereal. She goes, that's fantastic. So,
Yes, the cereal falls out of the mouth just like that.
You all are most welcome to Thelema. We are open to all visitors, and we pride ourselves on having recreations and fulfillments to offer for every species in the galaxy. I imagine you are skeptical, as many new visitors are. What do we get out of it? Well, our people are devoted to the philosophy of Thelema, that all beings should be free to pursue their every desire, so long as they do not impose on any other's freedom of desire in so doing. Our embrace of this philosophy has brought us peace, prosperity, and the friendship of many other civilizations who benefit from our hospitality. Many have offered us gifts in return, included the resources we need to construct this miniature world. Thelema provides a safe and free haven for beings of all natures and proclivities to fulfill their desires, their fantasies, their needs for pleasure or adventure, or simple relaxation. We do not judge or condemn, merely facilitate. All things are permitted here, so long as they do no harm to unconsenting parties.
Hmm.
Jojo's just like, no. Mm-mm.
Jojo, we thank you for your hospitality. We didn't even make a reservation after all. And I nudge my crew.
Torta is just deadpan.
Mikey, who's kind of been like following Jojo very closely throughout all this, because Jojo is the one who's the most like armed. Mikey goes, ha 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 ha.
And as a token of our he's gonna do something else.
Well, you notice that Mikey's just kind of been like looking at all the walls ever since that whole like secret door trick happened.
He's smart. He remembered.
And as a token of our wait, everyone finishes laughing. We have fun, but as a token of our gratitude, and of our spirit of freedom and peace, I would like to extend to you a token of our gratitude. Jojo, please extend the flowers to this. What's the word I'm looking for? To this intoxicating visage. Jojo, any minute now.
Visharasa looks at you, Jojo, and goes, "Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate this gift." And she like glides towards you, her cloak just barely brushing the floor, as she walks up and holds out her hand for the bouquet.
Oof. Okay. Yes. So this
Jojo, any minute now, any day.
I consent to getting the bouquet.
She consents to giving you the bouquet. She consents to the bouquet. What are you doing?
Okay. You just went. Jojo turns around. And just tucks the bag. just tucks the knife back into the belt and then hands over the flowers. Just I guess there you go. That's
She takes the flowers and takes like a deep sniff, and like Jojo, you're just like wide-eyed staring as her gun bill just like almost brushes the knife that's like hidden in between the flowers. He goes, beautiful, organic, with a strange metallic hint. I appreciate it. And she takes the bouquet out and puts it in a vase, and there, as she puts in the flowers, there's like a clinking, like she's like,
So she didn't tuck the knife away.
I tucked it
did.
deeper into the bouquet. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was in your pocket. I was like, what is? I was like,
no.
what are you?
Yeah,
Just-
I
you're
was
just
turning
lowering
away
it?
so I could. Yeah, so that it wasn't on my hand anymore, so that I could just.
Our intern, everybody.
okay.
So there's a clink.
Yes.
Fantastic. So yes,
Oh,
there is
boy.
a clink. She just kind of like looks at the vase and goes, must be flora that is alien to our world.
Yep.
Metallic roses, interesting.
And I hope that you enjoy it, and that this, of course, rectifies my boorish behavior upon our first encounter. I want nothing more than to share in equilibrium your hospitality and good favor as you have shown us since walking through the door. It has been a long trek in our exploration of space, so long that I have forgotten my manners in the face of such elegance. I'd like to, I don't know if you're going to help me roll for this, but I'm going to use my peacekeeping focus.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's roll for this. See if you can turn around her opinion on you.
Yeah.
So of course that's going to be presence command.
Great. Presence 12 commanding. Okay, great. So that's 17 again. I got to beat. First roll is a 15. So that's good.
Okay.
And second roll is a 17 exactly. So does that...
That works.
Great.
So, yeah,
Two successes.
So this was a difficulty 2. So fantastic. You got the successes.
We got an extra
Momentum.
momentum because didn't he use one of his focuses?
Oh, so the focus has to be under his discipline score. So what's your command score, Captain?
My command score is 5.
Yeah. So if you rolled a 5 or lower, then that would count as 2 successes when you use a focus.
Oh, we know.
Rules, math. Anyway.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So that's 2 successes. It was difficulty 2 because you kind of fucked up the initial impression, but now she's immediately charmed and goes, it is lovely to hear that, and I understand first impressions are not everything. She kind of like holds out her hand like this.
I daintily grab it and give that a nice little mwah, a little chef kiss. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I keep eye contact while I do it.
And I'm nudging on the captain's shirt real quick. As he's doing that, I'm nudging the captain's shirt. Captain.
Wait, 1 second. Wait, this is her. Just... And then he tugs. One moment.
she
One
meets
moment.
your gaze, your like ever present gaze that you hold for like 20 straight seconds until Flarg.
She loved it. And then I recoil back. What?
Captain. Permission to speak.
You have permission to speak to me. What is it you want to say?
May I use this time to restock the medical supplies on the ship? We're running really low.
My medical officer, Dr. Flarg Porgnorg, has requesting a resupply of our medical supplies. Is that something that you could provide for us here at this facility?
Unfortunately, no. That is, standard medical supplies such as like bandages and antibiotics and all that we do not supply. If you're looking for recreational drugs, we supply those. But
Go
yes,
on.
we do not. Yes, I mean, various recreational drugs, hallucinogens, carcinogens, a few painkillers, pretty much just kind of whatever drug for whatever experience that you're needing, we provide. but we do not do medical resupply on our ship.
May I got the permission to speak again?
You can speak if you wish. It does not.
May I see your medical facilities? I'm very interested in seeing how you treat any sort of accidents here.
Well, we can fulfill your desire to see our medical facilities, but as long as you fulfill our desire to have Hamasaur accompany you during them. Hamasaur nods and goes, I would be glad to.
Before you go, may I have a word with my medical officer?
Well, he does not have to leave right now. I'm not done with the presentation.
Oh, very good.
Um,
Excuse
Talk
me,
to me
sorry.
before you leave. Talk to me before you leave, Dr. Porknor.
Will do.
You spoke of equilibrium before, and our Thelema also deals in equilibrium. You all have seen the light face, where we offer many standard amenities and hospitalities, but there are some desires we acknowledge that are against the norms. So, if you are trying to fulfill desires of gambling or violence or of a strange sexual nature, and I say only strange for other civilizations, of course, we do offer those services in the dark face. She claps her hands. All like the bright like white and yellow lights immediately turn like black and red, like nightclub mood lighting, and the like montages of like touristy like services suddenly shift to another montage. You guys see this lovely jungle with like sunlight streaming through the canopy, and you see just this like human kind of like coming out of the bushes wearing like war paint and like having this like huge sickle in his hand, and as he's walking, suddenly like a Romulan appears out of nowhere, grabs the human by the throat, holds up a knife, and as he's about to stab it into his chest, the montage fades. By the way, the same music is playing. It's the same like la 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 la, like inoffensive music. And like this Klingon is like, Romulan is like stabbing him. The footage fades to like this table where there's this Tellarite like holding up a phaser, and you see him go to like the bit that says like stun or kill, and he hits it like a cylinder, just spinning rapidly between stun and kill before he puts the palm on it and then puts the phaser to his head as everyone's like, and right before he pulls the trigger, the footage fades to just like this. Just a straight up like blood orgy, like artfully shot so you don't see any of the naughty bits, and any of the naughty bits that appear on camera are covered in so much blood that it's like hard to tell. But it's just this like artful like writhing mass of bodies with like the same music playing overhead. And as this like montage starts like playing around you, it's a little strange before and everything changes back to the light side aesthetic.
I need a play-by-play quickly of Mikey Masterson's live reactions to everything he does.
He is pale. He is sweating. His eyes are wide and have gone bloodshot in the span of 5 seconds. He is. I think at one point, I think during like the bit where someone was getting disemboweled to royalty-free music, Mikey like grabbed onto Jojo's arm, and he's just like so scared he can't even scream. He is just he's
lost the ability to make a noise.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna have Jojo like just trying, but like unsuccessfully to like shove him off, just like his face.
It is a death grip. He
yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he has purely disassociated as his worst nightmare has shown up on these screens.
Roll control and security to get Mikey Masterson off of your arm.
Visharasa turns to you all and goes, "Those are the services that we provide on the dark face. If you are looking for services of this nature, just know that as you venture to the dark face, you are basically giving your consent for those actions to be taken upon you.
I
let
mean,
me get
points
this-
for production value.
Yes, your technology here is astounding. How is it you are able to afford such a mass with only donations, as Hamisor informed us earlier?
Well, as I said, with different civilizations coming here for their hospitality, we heavily encourage them to give donations in order to keep our facilities running. And with those donations, our facilities are top notch, and so it's kind of like an endless cycle. If you want our great services, hey, it'd be very kind if you could give us some resources.
I see. Yes, Jojo.
I'm just where does the encouraging happen? Is that like a here thing, or is that like a dark face thing? Because what kind of encouraging do you do?
We encourage on both faces of Thelema. It's nothing sordid. We don't lock you in a room and torture you until you sign a contract. That would make the contract void. No, it's just sort of a kind of a background thing, After, like, if you go to one of our spas and get a massage afterward, we're like, oh, that was great, wasn't it? Be sure to tell your friends and your governments about us. That sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, is there a way I can roll to see if she's like telling the truth when she's like, "Oh, we don't lock you up"?
I also was thinking of doing an insight check.
Oh, I have a read the room. Does that help at all?
Mm.
Or is that for?
Is that a focus?
It's a focus of mine.
I got a truth serum.
He just stabbed her.
Please tell me you just yelled that.
I've got behavioral analysis and forensic psychology as well. So I don't know who would be best suited here to, because something ain't straight here.
Why don't you guys rock paper scissors, and whoever wins, they do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I believe you guys can also assist each other in this task. I say as I bring out my
Bex is ready to go, man. She's like,
that I
I'm
don't
throwing
have
it.
enough room on my desk in front of me.
Let's go. I'm not gonna do that.
Or they're doing a heavy rock paper scissors. Let's do it.
No, it's okay.
John
We can-
Ken Bun.
Don't back down. Don't be a little.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Do
is
it,
it 1,
Bravo.
2, 3, and then go, or is it
Yeah.
1, 2,
It's
go?
on go.
Okay.
You do it on go.
Bravo, you're not
Okay.
gonna do it?
No, I mean, yeah, I'll do it too. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Ready?
Rock,
And
Rock,
paper, scissors,
paper.
go.
scissors, go.
All right,
Oh.
so
That's
between
exactly
me and
two.
Pablo,
Okay, ready?
rock,
Rock,
paper, scissors,
scissors, go.
Those of us. Rock, paper, scissors.
Paper, scissors, go.
Okay, do it with your eyes
Yeah.
closed.
All right, ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
here's your eyes
Oh, yeah,
closed.
I'll do it. You guys
closed.
tell us. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Ready?
Rock.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Go.
Go.
Again.
Damn.
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Wait, start over.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Yeah.
Go.
Rock, paper,
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
Okay.
go.
I
It's gonna
wanted
look
to let
so
that rock.
janky on the
I realized there was a lag between us.
I wanted to let the rock paper scissors tournament go before telling you guys after my rule lookup that you guys can assist. It's just you roll 1d20. So yeah, so the captain can.
The captain can do it.
Yeah, the captain can do it,
Yeah.
and then whoever wants to assist. This is going to be a insight. I'm going to say insight command.
I think
I'm gonna-
Jojo
Real
can
quick.
help.
No, sorry.
Wait, no, sorry. Real
Insight-
quick. I just imagine the whole rock paper scissors. That's how we make like life-threatening decisions. Like, are we going to war? Let's find out. Rock paper.
With the scissors.
Yes.
Oh, well, on that note, I don't know what. It would make more sense to me for my only security officer here to help me check
Okay.
if everything is cool.
Yeah.
Let
so
me
how
add a
about this? Jojo, you roll in insight security since you're like reading the room for like hostile intentions.
Okay.
Captain, since you're more like reading for like diplomacy, give me an insight command. So
I
Pablo, you
roll
roll
two.
2d20. Bex, you roll 1.
Okay. I have to beat 12 or be under
Yes.
12. Okay.
Okay, I got to beat 14 First one is a 1.
Very
What'd
nice.
you get, Bex?
I got a 10.
Very nice.
Okay.
So because I'm doing a 1, and that's already a double success, but I'm also doing behavioral analysis as a focus.
Yeah, I think we decided that was another success. So we're up to
Okay.
4 successes now.
Okay.
So roll your other dice, Pablo.
3.
That's another
Beautiful.
success.
You got
Okay.
so much momentum.
So how
How much momentum was that?
So that was we got 5 successes. Now, how much are we using from those 5 successes to pass the check?
I have to roll for her.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Okay. So let's see. She got 3 successes. So that is so that's the success plus 2 momentum. Yeah, both the captain and Jojo are kind of like looking at Vishrasa. What was your guys' like initial question, by the way, for this insight bit?
That I was the one who first asked was that when she jokingly said, "It's like, oh no, we don't like, jail you and
Coerce,
torture you and
yeah.
coerce you." What I'm like, all right, did that sound like genuine, or did that have some hint of like?
I just want to know if she's lying about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that she's not telling us intentionally.
As far as you guys can tell, she seems like genuinely interested in giving a hospitable experience. I'm gonna say that her like moral center is probably a little off from you guys because they allow the dark face to exist where it's like, hey, as long as you're cool with it, people can murder each other on the bottom side of this discus. But that I think that's kind of what you guys kind of get a sense like that's where kind of your like the unnerving part of her is coming from. It's just this like, hey, this is totally okay.
All right, we're up to 6 momentum right now, just to let you guys know.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Nice. Okay.
So that's kind of what you get from like reading her.
6
Okay.
momentum. Very nice. Very nice.
Jojo still doesn't like it.
Yeah, so you guys can use that momentum, by the way, to ask another question if you want to read someone else in the room, or we can move on with the next
Who
scene.
else in the room?
Amasaur.
Amasaur? That's it?
Yeah. Or you guys can ask any question about like your surroundings. Like you guys are kind of just kind of reading the room right now. So, or like I said, you can bank it.
Can I use one of the momentums to ask a question?
Go for it.
Yeah, sure.
Is there anything strange in the office right now that would like kind of make us look like, hey, why is that like there? Or like something that doesn't look right.
I mean, banking off the previous roll of like an insight, it doesn't seem like there's there was like the dark face montage. So that was pretty much the most strange thing. You do see that there are like very large, like larger than the ones you guys used to enter this room, like double doors behind Vishrasa. So that is something that's kind of like a part of the environment.
Okay. That we just used the momentum for that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we have 5.
Vishrasa,
Yes.
given that this is a very and Torta kind of looks around, advanced location. How do you keep those who get out of line in check? I didn't see any guards, a place of such emotional stability and instability. Things, especially certain races amongst other certain races, might flare up with old grievances. How do you keep people in check?
It is easier than you would think. I mean, we do have our droids and our staff in case things get a little rowdy on the light face. But most of the time, that's more of a drunken altercation that's handled easily. When you have an entire section of your facility dedicated for people to enact violence on each other consensually, there's not a whole lot that flares up on areas where it's not allowed.
So you're telling me that certain races have not tried to take this location by force?
Why would they? We give everything away.
Interesting.
Hmm.
How long has this establishment been in operations?
Oh, I would say since the end of construction and opening day, 20 cycles.
Kevin, how long is 20 cycles? Years?
That's space for 20 years.
Oh, okay.
To whatever years is them, it's to whatever years is to them.
Yeah, I'm going to admit I don't know if cycles is a unit of time in Star Trek, but
it is now.
basically 20 humanoid years.
I mean, it sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, time is also relative in space.
So what do you ask of us?
Well, if you are on the light face, simply indulge in your desires without infringing on the freedoms of others, respect others' privacy. But other than that, take a part of the services. If, however, you wish to indulge your darker desires, as we put it here, then feel free to go to the dark face with the knowledge that you are consenting to anything that happens to you on that side.
Mm-hmm. So if I understand you correctly, damn it, Vishorasa, Lady Vishorasa,
I prefer Director Visharasa, but if Lady Visharasa is your desire, then feel free.
My only desire is to make you as comfortable as you wish to make your tenants.
Oh, stop.
And
That's my
by that,
desire.
Yes, please stop. Please stop.
shut up, Jojo.
Mikey is still in like epilogue of the ring, like frozen in fear.
As I understand it, your priorities here in your profession are to see to and ensure the comfort of your guests, the satisfaction, the contentment of your guests. Is it correct?
Yes.
Would you consider us
our whole deal? That's the point of this presentation.
Would you consider us guests and stocking here at your facility?
Certainly, as long as you agree to abide by our rules and the differences that we put on the different faces. I assume that you are a captain of the Federation, so if you wish to go back to your ship and enact shore leave, then feel free.
While I'm sure I could discuss with my crew if they would like to engage in some of the services of your establishment here for recreational activities.
You may also walk around the light face and see what services we provide if you are suspicious.
Can I say while this interaction is happening, Jojo is going to be scooting towards the bouquet, trying to get her knife back. That's it.
Mikey McMasterson is still like being dragged on your arm, so you're just dragging Mikey through this lobby.
Yes,
because I see Mikey clearly in a distraught state. Can I Vulcan pinch him?
Yes, please.
To just like knock him out, non-lethal.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll for that. He's too frozen. You just pinch him, and he goes and just falls to the ground.
I put my arm around him just to be like, it's okay, and then just like grab him and just kind of hold him up.
He falls to the ground. Visharasa and Hamasor just kind of like look at him as you like hold him up, and then like a moment later, he's like, "I'm fine. I'm okay. What happened? I fell asleep.
It's all right.
I can't fall asleep here. It's dangerous here. It's not dangerous here. You're on the light face. Don't, please. Okay. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut now."
I just like tap his head a little bit.
There. Okay, so Jojo is just casually making their way toward the bouquet. Yeah, just give me a control. Shoot, I really need to look into what would be the stealth rolls here.
I guess
I mean, I would think it'd be like control and like security, since she's like tactical with her hands and shit, and she's trying to like swoop that thing out.
Either that or con, since that's kind of like the piloting one. I'm gonna say let's go with control security, just because that's JoJo's whole shtick.
Okay, so 13. Okay, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Let's see. Oh, I got a 15. Okay.
Roll again.
Roll again?
Yeah, because you got 2 rolls.
Oh, okay. I got a 14.
And you had to roll under a 13?
Yeah.
Yeah. Two failures. Visharasa is like you are siding toward the bouquet, and then Visharasa and Hamasar are just like slowly looking towards you as you walk toward the bouquet. And Visharasa goes, if you want the flowers back, you may have them, if that's your desire.
I'm gonna look at a captain like.
Who's looking at you like?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna look at Torta.
And Torta's gonna be like,
She's a Vulcan.
and that's enough of a confirmation for me. I'm just gonna grab the flowers slowly, be like, yeah, thanks. I'm just really emotionally attached to these.
You grab the flowers and slowly make your way back to the group as Vishras and Hamisar are just like,
sweating.
you're just like, they're just really nice flowers.
What's
so
the captain's reactions at the same time? Like, oh my fucking!
You can look in the Discord call. That's his reaction right there.
Yep. Yeah. So Visharasa turns to you all and goes, "All right. Well,
As I would say, well, I was in the middle of a conversation with you in which I was when all of that happened.
I am going to be honest. I've completely forgotten what we were talking about during all
I
of
was
that.
just trying to tactfully get to ask you, why is it you refuse to allow our ship to scan your facility before docking?
To protect the privacy of those who are within our structure, especially those within the dark face. I'm sure you can understand why people of the dark face would not want their actions broadcasted.
I see. All right. Well,
I sense you are suspicious. We are being very open that we are
No,
perfectly fine with
no.
murder as long as it's within the murder zone. Like if that's what you're kind of picking up, I do want to let you know that that's kind of that's the thing.
I meant no disrespect with my expressions. I simply am very new. This is all very new for me, as it is for everyone in the crew, I'm sure. Isn't that right, everyone? Isn't that right? Right, Lieutenant? You awake?
I'm not buying it. I'm behind you. I understand what she's saying, but I'm just waiting to have a moment of privacy with you. And I'm just like,
Go to the dark face for that.
yeah, sure.
Well,
That is an excellent suggestion, Lieutenant. Lady Director Visharasa, might you have a Federation-specific presidential suite that we might be able to all fit in as quarters for our crew?
we do not have a presidential suite. We mostly have all standard suites.
Do you have a condominium that could fit six crew members?
Is there continental breakfast?
Certainly, we have miles of condominiums. You guys saw like villages of like condominiums, like all like artfully placed during the tram and the multiple terraces. Jesus Christ, that's a huge water bottle.
Didn't mean to flex. Sorry.
She's flexing.
Vishrasa turns to you all and goes, "We can provide accommodations. We can provide hospitality services. Feel free to go about the light face. If you wish to give your crew shore leave, feel free to do that as well. Hamisor, please lead our friend here to our medical facility, so that way he may satiate his curiosity. And for the rest of you, I hope your curiosity, among your many other desires," she says, looking at the captain, "are satiated as well. Have a good day. And welcome to Thelema." Can't copyright. Nope, we can't license that.
That's fine. It was less than 5 seconds and my voice was atrocious.
Listen, man, it's the Stairway to Heaven rule. If you do 3 notes, you're screwed.
Oh, please.
Wayne's World, look that up.
I pulled Dr. Porgnorg aside just for a moment to
I was
remind him.
gonna tell Hemisphere, may I have a moment to speak with my captain?
Certainly.
Thank you.
And I'm guessing we walk towards the entrance.
I just figured you just walk away. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can scatter.
I picture a huge room. So
yeah, there's a huge room. You guys eventually you guys walk a bit away from the front desk, and even while still in the room, you're still out of earshot of the director. That's how huge this room is.
Okay. All right.
Captain.
Doctor.
So I'm really interested in seeing their medical facility. I really want to know how they're treating these people, if any treatment.
As do I. I wish for you to gain this knowledge when you visit their infirmary. I just wanted to speak to you ahead of time to make sure you stay on task and on point, for this might become more of a mission than a vacation. I want you to take note of any abnormalities you see in the infirmary, any sort of strange injuries, or whatever you can learn from the patients there about the goings-on, especially in the dark phase.
I was about to say that. If murder's legal, they have to do something with the bodies. Where are they storing them? Why is there no reports?
Yes, exactly. Learn what you can. And I'm going to be sending Officer Jojo Star with you. I don't think any of us should be alone in this situation. I'll be fine with the majority of the crew, but Jojo should keep you well equipped.
Now, if we run into any trouble, what should we do?
I guess
Are
staff
comms
first,
working?
ask questions later.
Mhm.
No, I thought I had all the. No, I had the tricoders, right? Or
Yeah, you guys have your communicators as well.
We have combat.
You have all the tricoders except mine.
got it.
Yeah.
Would you like me to give you back your tricoder in case anything goes wrong?
Make it so. I've always wanted to say that.
So do I have to roll to sneak back the tricoder to him?
Nah, I mean, like Hamasaur's, like he's respecting your privacy, so he's just getting some like sparkling, clean, like lemon water from like a nearby little thing.
Okay.
A wall opens up and just a lemon.
Just a giant lemon with a little spout.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, but he's looking away from you guys. He's respecting
All right.
your privacy.
So I give back the captain his tricoder. Anything else?
That'll be all for now. Keep your comm channels open.
All right. And is Jojo with us, or is it just us two by ourselves?
While we're by
Mikey-
ourselves, I'm about to go.
Yeah, Mikey McMasterson
okay.
walks up. He's a little pale, and he's just like, "Captain, do you want me to like go back to the ship and authorize shore leave? Do you want me to like follow someone? I don't know. I kind of blacked out there for a moment. I think I'm all right. Yeah. So what do you want me to do?
Mick Masterson, I
Yeah.
think we would all agree that we all feel much safer with you with us.
I don't.
Don't you? We need your sort of passion for adventure. We need your vigor. We need Mick Masterson.
Go take a nap, Mikey.
Wouldn't you like it? Yes, you seem a little stressed out. Wouldn't you like to lay down in one of these luxurious condominiums?
I'm going to be honest. That sounds lovely, but I also don't want to be alone on here. Permission to follow Jojo, since she's the one most
You're going
armed.
to be alone. You're going to
That's
join
terrible.
Diorta, the lieutenant. You're going to join Diorta, the lieutenant, and myself to our new quarters, where we will engage in an investigation of these facilities.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. All right. So yeah. So Mikey's going to go with you guys. Jojo and Flargnarg are going to be following Hamasaur to the medical facilities. Okay. So
What about
if
Rian?
that's it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, Rian, what are you doing?
I'm
Well, Rian's
waiting to.
lieutenant.
I'm basically going to the captain. I'm gonna
yeah,
nudge
he's
him like, let's go. We need to talk. We need to talk. So I'm just kind of letting the captain, like, Captain, whenever you're ready.
I walk up to Jojo. You come with me.
Okay, can we lay down some ground rules? Just don't do the stabby thing like you always do. It's kind of.
I just give her a look like I know what she's saying, but I'm not acknowledging it. Let's
Cool.
go.
Okay. Thanks.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. Thanks. Let's. Okay.
All right, so you guys split up. So Dr. Porgnurg, Dr. Porgnurg, and security intern Jojo Star are going with Hamasaur to the medical facility. As the rest of you guys kind of like are let off, you go back onto the tram and head toward just a random like village of condominiums separated by basketball courts and like dog parks. And
Dog parks.
and I'm just gonna roll to see which party we go with. Okay, so we're gonna go with Porgnurg and Jojo first.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, so you guys are led into a medical facility that's like within like the Grand Hotel Palace itself. You you guys head in there, and it's pretty much it's like a medical facility with like a dozen benches. It's set up kind of like there is the standard like med kit like tools and all that, but also all the beds are kind of set up like massage beds. So like even in this like doctor's office, it's still very luxurious. You go in there and you see that there is a Thelema, a doctor there who is like rubbing a salve on like a humanoid's like sunburn, like their entire body is sunburned except for like 2 small holes over their eyes. And it's just like, ooh, ah, and as like the salve is like going over the sunburn, it takes like 5 seconds for like the sunburn to immediately start peeling. It is a weird sight. But yeah, you guys look in there and you see that there's like one person with like a broken foot, and then like a droid comes up and like shines a laser over it, and the foot structures. And this is the future. This is Star Trek, so it's like that's not completely out of the ordinary. This is more like top of the line. I mean, the USS Ecuador, your guys' equipment could use an upgrade. It takes like when Porkner does the same sort of like foot reconstruction laser, it sometimes you end up with more toes, sometimes you end up with less. It just kind of happens. But yeah, it's you're looking around and Hamasor's like, this is our medical facilities. We we don't normally bring guests here unless something bad has happened. But yes, this is a typical medical facility here on the light face.
And I just kind of like browse around. I'm just kind of looking at everything, not with like disrespect, but just like a little bit of cautious on my face. Mm-hmm. And as I'm looking, I'm like, tell me something. How often do you get patients coming in here?
Well, we do get people in here for sunburns, for minor injuries such as like pulled muscles or broken foot appendages during sports. We have had a few people come in here for dehydration or nausea from partying. So there's not. We do get a steady stream of people that come in here, but nothing for anything serious.
Seems all your patients are on the light face side.
Well, this is a light face facility.
So there's a dark face facility too.
No.
Really?
No. Yeah, when you're on the dark face, if you get cut up out there, you're consenting to getting cut up. We do leave bodies out there for quite some time in case there are other desires that people want to perform on those bodies. But we also have robot drones that come in and clean up corpses every now and then. It is also kind of, but it's more of a like, it's less of a picking them up and bringing them back and cleaning them up, and more of like digging a hole and putting their bodies in the ground to give nutrients. It is another donation that people give to our structure.
So literally, when you consent to the dark face, you are consenting everything.
Yeah.
Question is, when one goes into the dark face, do they get out? Can they get out?
Oh, most certainly. You can once you go into the dark face, you can go out the same way you came in through the tram. That being said, coming out of the dark face is not. It is always available, but not guaranteed, due to the desires of other people in the dark face. If you get murdered, you don't come out.
All right. Well, then, it seems everything is quite up to date here. Better than my own lab.
I appreciate the compliment. If you don't mind me asking, you've asked quite a bit of questions about the dark face. Do you have interest in going over there?
And as I kind of look at Jojo, and I'm looking at you, I'm like, I am curious to know those who are surviving that are still in there, how they're getting by with literally nothing to their disposal.
Oh, you can bring weapons there.
No, I mean, you're saying getting out is not very common, but there are those who are probably surviving in there that are still there. Somehow they must be healing themselves.
More than likely, yes. If they brought their own med kits or they go about, their own measures. Quite a lot of hardier races go over to the dark phase, ones that can sustain quite a bit of punishment.
Do those who get out of line go there as well?
If they wish to make a return trip, yes.
I would have to talk to the captain before I can make a call on that. Unfortunately, you must understand.
Certainly. And he turns to Jojo. And what about you? I see the weapon that you keep at your side.
And I just kind of look at Jojo. Like, yeah, what are you going to say?
Oh, yeah, no, it's just a family heirloom. Personal.
Duly noted. Well then, if your curiosity has been satiated, feel free to go about the rest of the light faces services, or the dark faces services, if that is your desire.
Before I go back, I could really use a restroom. Do you have one nearby?
Oh, certainly. Just down the hall.
Perfect.
And it is unisex.
Jojo, would you be able to come with me real quick? I need to ask you a favor.
Yes.
And we both just kind of head into the restroom.
Okay. You guys walk down the hall, go into the restroom.
All right.
This is not weird at all.
Yeah, thank you.
Forget that. Did you notice anything strange in there?
Well, people had all of their limbs once they were done getting treated.
That's weird.
You know,
I understand he said you consent everything, but even then, bodies being buried, being disposed. I don't even know if this is Galactic Federation code.
yeah,
For
I
this
don't
sort of
think.
facility.
Yeah, I like when you were asking about what happens to criminals and how are people surviving down there. I would like to talk to someone, and I think we could take whoever's down there. I mean, to be honest,
But here's the thing.
if you wanted to go.
Here's the thing. Whatever's down there, whatever's there, mentally, it is not stable. We are going to be walking literally into a war zone of God knows what.
I mean, yeah.
If we go, we should go as a unit, in my opinion. But I am not a fighter. I will not survive there. I can come to 100% conclusion on that. I am a scientist and a medicine man.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Do you feel like going in there?
Yeah. I mean, I could. Yeah.
As Jojo says that, we cut to a camera feed of the bathroom, the gray and staticky image over the screen as the camera zooms in on Jojo's face right as she says, "Yeah, I would go over there," and we fade over to the rest of the group. You guys have just gotten off the tram and have walked into a condominium. It is it's a lovely 2-story cabin house that you guys have been led to for groups of 4 to 7 people, multiple bedrooms. Of course that internal sunrise over the mountains as you guys are walking to the condominium. You see other people walking on the sidewalks going "Hi there," and walking off with weird paddles in their hands.
It's very Truman Show.
Yeah.
It's lovely to see you all. There's a sale on cheeses over in Terrace 7. You should definitely try it out later. Bye. And just walking off.
What is your name?
You hear echoing in the wind, Chet.
Sorry, this is a tourist guy just passing, oh hi.
Oh hi. He's in the neighboring condominium. He's going out to whatever sport requires a triangular paddle with holes in it. From first glance, he's humanoid.
Okay.
I picture a blonde humanoid with like
blonde,
a cardigan sweater tied.
Blonde humanoid, cardigan sweater, weird paddle, very nice white tennis shoes. As he's like walking past. He waves and says his name is Chet before going off to the sports courts, hoping to. Oh, there goes Jason.
Oh, well,
Keep going.
that's what happens when you go to the dark phase.
That's what happens.
Wait, I was the one who said I wanted to go.
Yeah, but he's the one who said he wasn't going to survive.
They're taking us out one by one.
So you guys are at the condominium. You guys are. What do you guys do?
We're in the condominium now?
Yeah, you guys are in the condominium. You go inside. It's a very lovely, like setup, like very nice, like fake wood furniture with like real flowers, and like there's some there's like an ivory like shelf that like just shines brilliantly with like the artificial sunlight coming in through the windows. What do you guys do?
Captain, permission to speak candidly, sir.
Yes, you've been holding it in your face like a constipated infant since we left the office. Go ahead.
There's something's not right with this facility, because when we came in, I don't know, did you notice seeing the USS Hungary docked there?
Now that you mention it, I did.
Yeah, it doesn't add up, because had it been powered on, it should have showed up on the scanners. We should have picked it up.
Well, those ships were all docked and powered down, Lieutenant.
But it shouldn't be within the sector. Doesn't make sense. Why would they have two Federation vessels within the same sector?
Are you saying this out loud, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. Captain, Rian does have a point. It is against protocol to have two ships out here without proper notification.
Is that true, Kevin?
Yeah, so
Are you doubting me, Captain?
I just don't know.
Yeah,
well, basically,
actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Rian, give me a reason con roll, because con is not only for like driving ships, but also for like Starfleet protocol.
That is
so
true.
if anyone would know this, it would be Rian.
yeah.
So I'm gonna make so difficulty task 1, just to kind of like think about like standard.
Okay,
like, in this weird
reason
situation.
8, con 5.
So 13.
13. Okay, cool. Okay, first one is it's gonna be 6. Second one is a 3.
2 successes.
That's 2 successes. You guys get 1 momentum.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rian, like when you pinged like Thelema, and like you should have also pinged like the USS Hungary. So that means that like the ship is like completely off. Which is like either there's still like the possibility that like they all went on shore leave and left the ship unattended, but that's kind of like a slim possibility. So you're right. By protocol, you guys are on like the far reaches of space. Like Thelema isn't part of the Federation. This is something that you guys have like just found. And
mainly when ships are docked, they are not powered down. They are always in a standby mode. Ships, anytime they dock, you rarely do power down a ship unless for any reason it's okay. We're powering it down. We got to do some sort of maintenance work or something. They basically always keep the engine running.
Yeah. So Rian, guy who knows Starfleet protocol like word for word, like has it all printed out on his like weird printer paper.
DDoS.
Something is a bit off.
Yeah, on his Apple II.
So I mentioned that, but I also mentioned the fact that seeing other vessels that usually we would be contesting with, like a Romulan ship, also, and I'm just trying to map out like, wait, we would have, even if they docked already and they're already on Thelema. Am I saying that correctly? Yeah. So the thing is, it just doesn't add up to me. I'm like, wait, that ship would have been there. Hungary would have contacted us. We would have picked up these other ships. And they didn't show up. Like there's some sort of dampener, communications dampener or something. So I'm looking at the captain. I'm thinking, Captain, is there any way we can get in contact with the Hungary? Should we attempt to communicate with them?
I already had the same inclination when I first saw them docked, and I should have thought to ask Director Vishwarasa in her office if we could locate those Starfleet officers, but as we are all well aware, we do not trust her. and so I did not. We're going to first want to start with our immediate surroundings before we go on a manhunt. Check this room for any cameras or listening devices.
I was just about to suggest that, Captain.
Okay.
Do we use like a tricoder, or what the hell do we use for that?
Yeah.
Also, in this moment, Sorry, I gotta maybe exit the call and come back.
Yeah, because
your latency is dropping a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So Rian and Tiorta, you guys can use the tricoders if you want to scan the room for bugs or listening devices or anything like that. Can I use? One of you can make that roll.
Real quick, so would my focus on because thanks to my background in survivalism and my history, I always think to look at the most obscure places for a threat. Could I use that to, I guess, say I'd hide a camera here or something?
Sorry, what was the focus specifically?
I'm a survivalist. To try to use that to find a way to be all right, any location could be a place of danger or, like an animal stalking its prey. Would this be a great location with that mentality to hide a camera or hide something to record?
It's a stretch, but I'll allow it.
Okay. So what's the role we gotta use?
Are you assisting or are you the one doing?
Well, what's the role that we would have to use? What are the stats?
This would be reason security.
Can I also do one of these since I got my tricorder back?
Certainly. So, but I need one person doing the actual role, and then 2 people assisting.
If I were to roll reason and security, I would have to roll 13 and below. What about you guys?
Ooh, reason and security. Mine would be roll 9 or below.
Mine would be 11 or below.
So do you guys want me to take it, and then you guys
take it, Torta? Take it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll assist you.
The one person who has security is with me.
Just add that, by the way, that when you assist, your failures also count.
Cool.
Okay.
So there is a risk to assisting.
My first one, I rolled a 7.
Okay, Captain, are you assisting or am I assisting?
I'm assisting.
Okay.
Success. And my second was a 5.
Okay.
And then, do I get another one?
No, it's just
it's just
2 d20s. And who's assisting with that? Cool. Roll 1 d20.
It's a 6.
Okay.
So
all right. So that's 3 successes. This was a difficulty task 3.
Ooh, damn. All right.
Yeah. Damn. As you guys are looking through this condominium, it is at first glance you guys are looking through all the the obvious places for cameras and you aren't finding anything. But you do find one camera in the main common area. And as your tricoder scans it, you guys do your best to
be
just look at the tricoder and not have you try not to look directly at the camera. But
I try to do it very subtly, when I show the captain.
You did the pose
yeah, but you do find a camera in there with audio capabilities. Not
much
speaking,
for respecting privacy,
Captain. It seems that there is a camera, and I turn my back towards the camera, and I point out to the wall or something oh, look at that, and I'm like, Captain, and I'm whispering this, Captain. It seems that I've located a camera with audio capabilities. So, I think what's the Earth saying? They're full of shit when they're talking about privacy.
I am not of Earth, but I believe you're right. I think that is the saying. I think that that was very good. Yeah, my cultural studies.
I've been studying up on your species.
I'm very. Again, I'm not of Earth. I'm Trill, but
that's right.
No,
I apologize. That was very rude of me.
Totally all right. These are not tattoos.
Your species are fucking
that was
weird.
a little spacist.
Because I'm looking at Pablo as a human being, and I'm like, wait, no, he's not a human being. It's true. He's like, Rian.
Well, I should mention I'm station born, so I wouldn't know Earth culture.
What's Earth?
What are cows?
And I also I say, Rian, can I come over here? I want to show you this beautiful wall. And that's when I also whisper him to that information, I also found the camera and everything.
I knew it. They're full of shit.
Now, Commander, I believe we should probably look for our other compatriots, the other Starship fleet.
Yes, but of course you didn't think I really wanted us to go to these quarters so we could kick back and relax. No. I merely needed to get rid of our escort, Mr. Hamisor. But now that we know, we have confirmed our suspicions that we are being monitored. We're going to want to make it seem as though this is where we are at all times, so we can move freely about the base. I am, of course, whispering all of this to my three compatriots because Michael McMasterson, Mikey is here as well.
Hi, Mike.
But I also feel like I'm also like pointing at the wall, so it looks like we're like, my God, so we don't look suspicious.
Mm-hmm. And actually, speaking of him,
the view.
Yeah.
Look at this decor.
I know, right?
I move over to what I am assuming is like, I'm assuming there's like a little, I don't know, I'm picturing like a luxurious little apartment with like a sidebar, like a cart bar. Is that one of those in the room?
Oh yeah. There's a little like a cart bar. Yeah.
Great. Following Tiorta's lead, I'm going to misleadingly gesture like, McMasterson, would you like a drink?
Oh,
put up appearances.
Yeah, sure, Captain. Fine.
Excellent. Come on over here and tell me what your poison is. And then
Poison?
just get over here.
Yeah, he comes up to you and go, you're talking. He's like, I'm kind of I'm kind of like a flavored vodka kind of person, It's just it's
And I'm rolling my eyes like
lot of different customizations with. Are there any like
Mikey?
Do you have any Kettle One?
Shut the fuck up. How are you? You have engineering experiences in what is it called? Cyber optics, yes?
Kind of, yeah.
It's actually me.
Hologram.
I mean,
Tiorta.
kind of
Tiorta.
the big one.
You want a Moscow mule? That's another Earth thing. Come over and get the folk over here.
Interesting. and Tiorta even takes out his like little like, not iPad, and puts mule. Interesting. Yes, Captain.
Tiorta, I want you to work with Masterson to see if we can utilize any holosuite modifications of this apartment to perhaps create holographic images of ourselves to be distractions for the cameras.
I see, Captain. Well, I do have a history in cybernetics and engineering, so I believe I would be capable for that. How about you, McMaster? What is your education?
I'm an engineer. I'm technically a doctor. I signed up to the USS Ecuador because I wanted to see the stars. Thought it would be kind of the next big step, but also
how's that going for you?
I actually joined as an intern along with Jojo, and now I'm chief engineer because all those who are above me died in landing parties.
And so he puts his hand on his shoulders like, congratulations, sir.
Yeah,
doctor, I apologize. I didn't know you were a doctor. So it seems that we're going to have to improvise, which I actually have a focus on. In creating something.
Guys, clock's ticking.
And I turn around, I put my finger up to Rihanna and said, I'm sorry. The doctors are talking.
All four of you are now.
Jesus. Are we huddled around the mini car bar?
All four of you are now like huddled by this like mini drink cart, like standing casually, but like shoulder to shoulder together.
Nothing suspicious.
like Mikey is like squeezed up between the three of you, just like, yeah, sure.
Can you two make holographic images of ourselves or not?
We can try.
Yes, we would have to find something that's a holographic projector, sir. Is there anything in the house that's like, hi,
is there a holosuite? I assumed daringly.
If you spend momentum, you can obtain more information.
I
definitely am spent. Yeah, okay.
Cool. To see if it's a holosuite. That'd be a
we'll
good
bank
check.
that off your previous roll. There are some holographic functions. It's not a full holosuite, but there are some holographic functions to like create like dark horizons on the windows or like different pieces of art, and you can like create like standard holograms of like people in here maybe, more for like, hey, projecting an image of the celebrity to give you like a morning concert.
That's good.
But of course that would be like, those are all pre-programmed. You guys would have to mess around with the nodes in order to project your own images on there.
Kevin, real quick, the camera that we found, Was it like a little small tube camera? Was it a square camera? Was it on top of a ceiling? Like, where is it?
It was a very, very, very small camera in sort of like the corner of the ceiling, kind of like with like just incredibly small. Like you guys would not have noticed it if not for that great roll.
Got it. Okay. I said, well, Captain, if we are going to be working subtly and trying to create after images of ourselves, or holographic images, correct, we would have to find some way to obscure this camera. So then when we reappear, it looks like we're just hanging out, as Earth people say.
No problem. Isn't the camera in a couch?
No, he said it's in a corner up of
Corner
above
of
us.
like the ceiling. Yeah, it's pretty
getting the whole
over
room.
common area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the only? But that's the only camera, right?
Yeah, there's only one camera that you guys have found. There's a blind spot, of course, like directly underneath it in the corner. So, as long as, some of you are in the room, you guys would have an opening to like mess around with it. Granted, if you guys roll a complication, then someone's probably going to know about your, you're messing around. But pretty much if you guys are in that blind spot directly underneath the camera, you will have an opening, albeit a risky opening, to, mess with the hollow suite.
Real quick, are there any furnitures around us? You said there was furniture, right?
Yeah, there's like standard, like there's like couches and shelves and coffee tables and the drink cart, all kinds of different like luxury furniture.
There's coffee.
Captain, it
Jason,
seems
can you
that
coffee?
we may have to get a little creative in finding a way to cover up this camera. I'm whispering this, of course. To cover up the camera while at the same time looking subtle. I believe what Earth people do is called horsing around. And perhaps we could, I don't know, and I look around as move some of the furnishing and kind of obscure and kind of pile everything up.
Mikey's eyes go wide and turns to the captain and goes, "Captain, permission to do something crazy?"
Granted.
He grabs a bottle of
punches me.
sugar-free. Yeah, he grabs a bottle of sugar-free strawberry vodka. Opens it. Takes this like huge down, and like he's taking like multiple gulps as if like this was something that he's been wanting for quite a bit.
It's his front ears.
Puts the bottom down the cart, takes off his red shirt, like twirls around and goes, "Woo, party!" and throws it, and it ends up in like the corner of the ceiling. The shirt like hanging off like at the like this like fan on the roof, and just like kind of barely like obscuring like the camera. And Mikey turns to you and goes, "I can only party hard for a few minutes. Do your thing."
and like I put my hand on his shoulder like, well done, doctor.
And what an excellent inspiration for what the hologram will be of.
Yeah.
Officer Turt, what is your rank?
My rank, according to this, is Master Chief Petty Officer. Science Officer.
Okay, I'm going to call you Chief. Chief Dorta,
Yes, Captain.
get to work manufacturing our holographic wild party.
Excellent. and I go over to like the hologram or the projector, I guess what's causing it, and I'm like, interesting. And then I just go, I look at it like very delicately, and I just go to just bust it open, and I'm like, yeah,
Beautiful.
I guess I tried to work with it because what I'm gonna do is like reshape the recording algorithm to like scan each one of us. And I have works in both engineering, cybernetics, and improvisation. Since this is something that I gotta be like, all right, fuck. So those are three focuses.
Yeah, so a combination of those focuses will say, yeah, focus is in play. I'm going to need a reason science roll here, and this is going to be a difficulty task. This is going to be a difficulty task 3. You are basically scanning everyone while they're moving about the room and then sending up a hologram. There's a lot going on here.
Got it.
Yeah.
And he's like, sorry. Rian, I may need your help in holding up certain projectile parts in order for me to truly adequately put everything together.
Got it.
Captain, you just do what you do.
Way ahead of you. Taking my shirt and matching. Ready?
All right, so I gotta roll.
Start Magic Mike dancing.
All right, so this okay. So I roll, and I'm supposed to roll 16. I got a 2, and I got a 1.
Wow.
Wow.
I got
Wow.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn. All right. Yeah, I was about to say you guys can like buy dice using momentum because like it's literally
I remember that
impossible to
was a
get 3 with
mechanic.
2 dice. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's actually not impossible because you guys keep rolling natural ones.
Science officer Torta.
It is the weirdest kind of Mission Impossible thing as this like ceiling fan after. So basically, Mikey took off his shirt and threw it on one of the blades of the ceiling fan, and so it's just like slowly rotating as
And I'm
it's
just like-
obscuring the camera. Tiorta and Rianne are in the corner just like messing with everything while the captain and Mikey are partying as the shirt is slowly moving out of the frame of the camera. You finally record it. You basically you have to like rip this like panel out of the wall and like point it toward everyone. You get this like partying like captain and Mikey, but then you realize you guys are going to need a party too.
Yeah. And so,
What's the image you record of Rianne and Tiorta?
Okay, he does that, and
I wasn't even looking at him.
Rianne, I have to ask: shirt off, helmet on?
Okay.
Like, no. Is it helmet? Like, do you keep your helmet on when you take your shirt off?
Yeah, that helmet has to stay on.
Yeah.
and
Oh my
in
God.
Torta's
It's like
fashion,
someone showing up to a fight, taking off their shirt, but leaving on their sunglasses.
and Torta kind
That
of
was
looks at them
too
and be
funny.
like, "I will do what I learned from the Holovids." And he grabs a red cup, pours a drink, and just is there, and like bobbing his head.
You grab the captain.
Party?
You grab Mikey's image.
Yeah.
You grab Rianne's image. The shirt is just
Yeah.
about to get out of the camera frame when Rianne grabs the panel, takes Tiorta's image of him drinking. You guys put the panel back in, slide over the panel just as the holograms turn on. And for like just a moment, as the shirt is still just in frame, there's suddenly 2 captains and 2 Mikeys.
Whoa, yeah, wait. I was gonna say if the holograms show up, I was gonna order like as soon as they show up for everyone to dive out the door.
Yeah, you guys dive out of the door right as the holograms show up.
It's like, and let's go.
And then the shirt goes the full way.
I will say you captured everyone partying, but in order to like keep the ruse going, you also had to do some like pre-program movements.
Yeah.
So there's immediately like the captain starts doing like air guitar, Mikey starts doing like air drums as they play off the pre-recorded movements of like the holographic concert.
And I'm just like,
It's a full party, man.
I love that. That's great.
What the heck have you done?
You guys leave the condominium, leaving this holographic party as you go to inspect the rest of Thelema, trying to keep under, keep out of surveillance as much as you can.
McMaster,
And as you guys,
you might need to find you a new shirt. How do you feel about being openly naked?
Mikey looks up at you and goes, "I'm going to be honest. Not wearing that red shirt makes me feel free."
And I put my hand on his shoulder again, a very like, I believe in you, Doctor. You should be free.
And
But if you ever need help, I was about to say that is like, but if you ever need help assessing a situation and you feel complex, I will nerve print you again.
I don't appreciate that, but okay.
Can we please move
just like
on,
a plain
gentlemen?
look.
Yes. You guys turn to each other outside the condominium. Mikey goes, "Okay, so what's the next step?" And then we fade back to a tram moving across the light face. Jojo and Dr. Flarg are sitting in one of the trams, just kind of hanging out. You guys are heading toward like the condominium village that the crew told you about. I'm assuming, otherwise they just kind of left and hung you out to dry. Like, oh, we did not establish a place for us to meet up. But you guys are heading back through the tram, and as you are, this is a tram. There's like multiple different cars. You guys are like alone in this one car. What are you guys talking about?
I don't know. This whole place. I don't like it. Not one bit.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan either. What do you think they do? Like, do they eat the bodies? Is that a thing?
Well, they were floating in space. You'd think we'd hit something by now. Especially if they're getting this many people coming here.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be some kind of evidence. No mortuary, no nothing. Just burying them in the ground.
There's a monitor in the tram that's kind of been giving you like this like time estimation on your next destination. The condominium village is going to be coming up in a few minutes, but then suddenly there's a shh of the monitor and a voice plays out, shh, destination changed. It is now 30 minutes until the dark face. And then these two doors open up as your eyes go wide. You turn and you see a figure and then bright lights. And then darkness.
Oof.
And that's where we're going to end the session.
I knew it. I knew when you said, yeah, for sure, I'll go there. They're definitely sending me there now. God.
Get kidnapped.
Yeah, I knew y'all was going to get kidnapped.
didn't want to go there.